What's up guys, Bomboy here, and welcome to another episode of the Road to Raid series. As you can see in this video, we're starting off with Demonic Gorillas. It's a little bit of a kind of a nice event that happened following on from the end of last video that I teased you about. So as always, as we get into it, just feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe to the video if you did enjoy it, and if you didn't enjoy it, feel free to give it a thumbs down, but you know, always let me know why, so that I can try and improve it. But there you go. So just to start the video off, this was early on in my task, and this is the first task of Demonic Gorillas in a long time, probably a month, maybe 2 months probably. And we got my first monkey tail, which means that I can complete one of my many ballistas, because I've got, you know, oh god, I've got 3 of the heavy ballistas I think I could make, would technically, and then like 1 of the light ones depending. But yeah, that monkey tail does mean that I can make my first ballista. So you'll see me do that next. So this is something I've never done before. I don't know which order it was supposed to go in, but yeah, ballista limbs to the frame, and then the ballista frame to the kind of stock bit, and then the monkey tail's on, and boom, a nice little ballista there. I really like that. This guy spotted me making it and didn't know what was going on, but there we go. That's the first kind of completed item from the Demonic Gorillas. I mean, you know, already had 2 Zenytes, so I've been working on those. Obviously, I've had the Necklace of Anguish, which I always forget the name of, and the Ring of Suffering, which I was having trouble remembering both of them last video. So now, I did hint to a kind of a grind that would be coming up in this video, and it had put off my runecrafting grind that you saw from a master clue that I got last episode. So basically I was going to do the runecrafting grind, and then this happened kind of just before making the video, and yeah, I couldn't do anything with it in time for the video, but there we go. That is my 3rd Zenyte shard. We're talking 1600 plus kill count on these Demonic Gorillas. Before doing the grind of getting 1 crafting level, I did actually finish off the task and didn't get anything else, unfortunately. And then upon finishing them, I had a couple of clues. So we had a hard clue there, and the Ceradamin plate body is the unique there, and that was the only thing out of that hard clue. And then the elite was pretty rubbish too. You know, they're useful. I mean, that's the main thing. They're always going to be useful. So next up here, I've been using every bit of crafting XP in the bank. I've turned all my dehides into dehide bodies. I've cut all my gems that I've been collecting through Slayer for a long time, and now I'm just using up the battle staffs that I had from killing Sire, basically, because he gives you orbs as well. But as you can see, I just got 90 crafting, so I can now actually make the Fury without having to boost. But what it also means is I can boost to make the Tormented Bracelet, which is actually quite a big boost in gear, because at raids, you should be using full Mage Void until you get the Zenyte. Now that I've got the Zenyte, I should be using Arims and the Zenyte. So that's going to mean I'm going to have a few more items in my inventory for raids when I do eventually get there. But it does also mean I'll be doing more damage. But as you may know from the previous video, I still don't have a Magic Fang. And so, you know, really I would like to push for the Magic Fang before I go back to raids. I really want to be competitive points-wise. I really want to be able to put the damage down that other people can do. So I will have to keep grinding that. But that is one more of the Zenyte pieces of jewellery out of the way. I haven't used it yet, but I will be in future videos. Don't you worry about that. And just to show off the stats really quickly. It's plus 10 mage attack, and then the plus 5% mage damage, and also 2 prayer, which is fantastic. That's going to come in handy. And this is actually really random. I was just trying to save bank space, basically, so you can see I've had a few Onyx bolt tips. Yeah, I just wanted to fletch the kind of rubbish that I had in my bank, and I just leveled up. I didn't even realise I was going to. But it did mean that I could make dragon bolts, so I went ahead and put feathers on all my dragon bolts that I got from Vorkath and Rune Dragon so far, so that was kind of fun, but I still can't shoot them from anything. Now, as I said, I really wanted to do that rune crafting grind, and I've got plenty of pure essence, and I've just finally got the master clue that required it. Also, runecrafting unlocks quite a lot of the elite achievement diaries, so it's something I was very keen to do for that as well. And obviously crafting bloods is super AFK, so unlocking that feature as well means that life will be very easy to train however long. So you will have just seen me getting 71 runecrafting there. It's obviously just going to play through. I'm going to get 71 through to 77, and it took me about 3 days of not crazy play. would say about maybe 8 to 10 hours a day for 3 days, and yeah, I went from 70 to 77. I'm just going to do a comparison between the state of the bank at the beginning and the state of the bank at the end, because I've used 48,000 pure essence, and it's a bit hard to decipher where that's actually gone in the bank. So I did actually do some maths on kind of the more important runes that you would worry about. I ignored all the elemental runes, mind runes, that kind of thing, but you can pause the video and have a look if you want. I'm going to show two images of my bank starting. So the first one is actually just before I got 71, so it's a little bit off, but you know, we're talking a few hundred runes. So this is the start, and so between them, what I ended up getting in that 48k pure essence, I made 9,000 laws, which is probably 10,000, but I used a bunch, 8.2k nature runes, 4,000 cosmics, 5,000 astrals, which obviously I used a lot of astrals doing this. I don't know how many times I teleported, but I probably used 1 to 2k astrals easily. I got 5.1k chaos runes, 5.3k death runes, and 2.5k blood runes. So in 48k pure essence, I think that's done really well. I think ZMI is very good way to train, and it is slightly faster. So now at 76 rune crafting, you can actually complete the Lumbridge Elite Diaries requirement, which is to craft like a multiple of water runes. I think it's 5 or 6 times. It doesn't really matter. Point is, I finished it, no problem. Didn't need to boost. Everything was done. I already had the quest point cape, and so we just went and spoke to Hatius, and we've got our elite ring, and we've got the lamp, which obviously rewards us with 50k Herblore XP, which at the moment is pretty huge. I would really like to get towards the 90, and I have no herbs. Slayer has not been giving me tasks that drop herbs, so yeah, we're really lacking on that front, and soon I'll probably be going and doing a lot of herbivore, so we can look forward to that. But I need to get one more hunter level. But that is Lumbridge Elite's done, which means I don't ever have to get the Drayman staff out of the bank again, which is amazing. It's like better inventory management. I'm going to have one more slot for food, depending on what I'm doing. And I'm never going to have to pop back to the bank to get the Drayman staff. So, wonderful. That was one of the big ones I really wanted to do. Now here, we are crafting some blood runes. And I thought this was OP. I've never done this before. And I mined 20 of those dense essence blocks, and it turned into 84 blood runes. That seems like OP. I know it takes time to mine those, but that was so many blood runes for the amount of effort I put in. I can see how other players have ended up with stacks of like 400k blood runes or whatever. It's mental. And so the whole point of this again was to finish this masterclass. So let's see what happens. We've obviously crafted the blood runes, as you can see in the inventory. We're going to speak to Sherlock and see what he gives us. So we got Fallow the Bard, and I don't want to say that that was foreshadowing or anything, but guess what he asked for? Oh yeah, he wants the Inferno axe. So I need to get a Smouldering Stone, I believe, for that. I definitely do, basically. I haven't got one of those yet, and I haven't had a Hellhound task for a little while. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how long that takes, but I am going to keep it. Considering I did all the work to do the runecrafting achievement, I'm going to keep it. Here we are, just hitting 84 farming, and I'm going to be doing agility training for the next couple of days. I don't know. It's already taken me a day to do what you're about to see. Well over a day actually, about 2 days. It should only be about 10 to 12 hours maybe of really bad agility. But yeah, so we've got 85 agility. What I need is 85 farming and 86 agility, and then I can finally complete the Ardoon Elite Diaries, which means I get an awesome cape. It's a wicked colour as well. You know, aside from the stats, I think it's a great looking cape. Also, it means that Bert, who gives us sand every single day, will now bank it every day without me having to go there. So for crafting grinds, that's going to be amazing, and I'm so glad to be getting this out of the way, but it is a long, dirty grind. Also, I'm just hovering over the mage there, because I did just hit 101 mage in terms of XP. So yeah, that's it for this video. It's been a long week, a lot of grinding, and I've got to get on with the rest of this agility and farming grinds. So I'll be doing that. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on RuneScape. Take it easy, and peace.